and I'm glad you're here. It's a beautiful sunny day, so I'd be out for a walk or playing pickleball or doing something like that. So I'm glad that you're here. And it's good just to take a little break through your day to just pay attention to yourself, to notice your breathing, to notice what's going on in the mind as well, to stretch and to do a little strengthening. So I'm glad that you're joining me. We'll just start by sitting into the chair, feeling the feet on the ground and giving a wiggle of your toes. Are you able to connect? It's a long way down there from the brain to the toes. Are you able to connect on that superhighway system to every single toe? Can you even feel your pinky toes? Oh, that's a little trickier. Big toes a little easier. How about middle toes? So moving the toes, then lift them up, but keep the ball of the foot down. And then relax the toes down, just melting the toes. Try that again, lifting the toes, maybe give them a spread. Feel the arch lift as you do that. And then relax the toes. Give a little snap of the heels. And then lifting the toes and the ball of the foot. So what we think of as tapping the toes, but it's not actually the toes exactly. Then we'll walk the feet out, gently lifting toe and then heel. And then rest the feet down. Just notice if you can feel the feet a little more now. Let's see if we can feel the legs on the chair, just shifting the weight from side to side. And you might notice your sit bone is now actively pressing down from side to side. Good. And then finding the center there. Do you feel the weight equal left and right? These are our sort of mini sneaky postural habits to see if we are grounded equally. So if you can feel your feet left and right, your legs on the chair left and right, and then sense your spine centered all the way up through the crown of the head. I often see that people hold their head to one side and we don't know we're doing this either. So very gently explore tipping the head side to side. Let your breath flow. Super. Then see if we can find center there. There's an energetic string all the way moving from where your pelvis is on the chair, up through the spine, through the crown of the head, beaming up toward the ceiling. Can you feel that energetic draw? From there, you can relax the shoulders down and then let your breath flow around that energetic beam, 360 degrees in all directions. Tuning into the sensations of breath. Expansion as you breathe in. Contraction as you breathe out. Let's begin to move the shoulders. Breathing in, let the shoulders rise. Breathing out, let them sink down. Breathing in, let them rise. Breathing out, let them sink. It's a good chance to really get that exhale as you let the shoulders down. Again, lifting. Exhale, lowering, lowering, lowering. Keep lowering, get the exhale long. One more move like that. Breathing in, lift. Breathing out to lower. Let's roll the shoulders up and back and down. Doing that a few times. loosening that whole area around the shoulders, the neck, and hydrating all of the tissue around there. We're going to get a bonus hydration by taking one hand to the other shoulder and roll while we squeeze. So this is called sponging, and it's getting the hydration through around the cells and also attracting more vascular flow, so a little more blood to the area. So there's a gentle movement with a squeeze and release. Super. We can let that go and see if we can move the arm now into a little bit of like a 360 way. So you start small, layer the movement to be bigger, and keep the elbow nice and soft. That keeps the weight closer into the center of gravity. If you've gone one way, reverse the direction, and nothing should hurt. So then if it's painful or super stiff, back off a little bit. We're not quite hydrated enough to do that range of motion yet. Then we'll go across the body and back, allowing this lovely free flow in your shoulder joint. And then we'll go forward and back. Now you can let the arm swing. So this is a different feel of movement. You're not doing anything. It's very pendulous. It's the weight swinging in gravity. Fantastic. Let that arm drop for a moment. Just notice the side of the body. Maybe even take a breath into that side. Focus on the breath moving that side of the body. And that might be a little easier to do as we've moved that area. We're going to do that on the other side. So there's a hydration focus here. Squeezing and sponging while we move the shoulder. So we free tension in this area before we start to move core areas of the body. Lubricating, hydrating. And we can let go of the sponging, but explore range of motion. So do you feel there's a ball rolling in a socket here? And that's coating synovial fluid all around your lovely cartilage of your joint. But it's only going to spread where it feels comfortable to move for you. Shall we go in the other direction? And again, each shoulder is a different story. So you go to just where feels pleasurable, easeful. Great, and we'll move the arm across the body. So all of these different ranges of motion becoming free and comfortable. Lovely, and then forward and back. And I'm purposely moving the arm now with musculature, but I don't have to do that if I let the arm swing and dangle. Can you notice there's a difference? It's just weight swinging. That's a good way to release tension. All right, release the arm down. It's time to lubricate the other key ball and socket joint in our body, and that's the hip joint. So we'll take one leg and we're just going to lift and lower that leg. And I've got this lovely image in my mind of like a paintbrush painting synovia in the joint in that direction that I'm moving the leg. And that's very nice. It's got a slurping sound in my mind's eye. We're going to do the same on the other side. So we're painting synovia in the joint in this plane of movement. We'll go back to the other side and we're going to paint the joint in the out-in way. So there's a lovely coating of synovia coming over your cartilage, and that makes our movement like more friction-free. We want that smooth glide. We'll do the same on the other side. And the benefits of a little movement in the chair mean that we can actually do something like this before we load the joints in standing positions. Shall we go back to the other side? And this time we're going to get that circular motion. So we can always start smaller and then increase the range. You can also go in the other direction. And again, increase the range. Fabulous. We'll do that on the other side. So lifting up, and we can just begin like lift and lower, and a little out and in, and then circular, getting synovial all corners of the joint. This is like anti-arthritis. Good. Take the feet a little wider now. And again, this is a little hip joint focus, but we're going to circle the whole body over the pelvis. So you can kind of feel that the hips are also being lubricated here. We can turn that into the other direction. This is my like favorite sort of juicy flow movement. Very nice. We're going to take this into a seated goddess pose with a little bit of variation and flow. So turning the toes out and sitting nice and tall. So there's a nice stretch to the inner thighs, but you're still like tall on your sit bones. Then we can take the arms out and we'll move a little flow in the upper body while we stretch the inner thighs. Focusing on the breath. Breathing out, bring the elbows in, the chin down to the chest. Round the upper body a little. Breathe in, opening out, lifting the chin gently. Exhale to squeeze in, hug in, round in. Inhale to open. Exhale to round in. Inhale to open. 2 more. Go at your pace. If it's not the same as mine, it's fine. Super, then we can hold the arms out and we're going to reach it up, breathing in. Use your fingers, strong fingers. Exhale, grab and pull down, elbows into the sides. Focusing on the breath to reach up. Exhale, grasp and pull down. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through nose or mouth. 2 more. Feel your strong center. Nice strong arms, shoulders. 1 more. Great. Let's lean the right elbow toward the right thigh. Sweep the left arm all the way up and over. If you can, flip the palm up and look up toward the sky. Take a breath or so. And scoot that arm down and across to the other side. Let's open it up on the other side, taking the arm up and over. I'm just conscious of where you're holding your head, so there's not tension going to build up in the neck here. If you want to look down, you could look down. But if you can, flip your palm up and look up. Again, don't create any tension from too much holding. Be free to move or change position. So can you breathe fully? Freely. Super, bring that arm all the way back down. We're going to close out with the feet a little bit and let the knees gently wag in and out. How's the knees actually? Shall we give them a rub? Like they love that. And then our feet want a bit of attention again. So we'll take 1 foot forward. Doesn't matter which one, we'll just point and flex, get the ankle joint lively. Hey, we could do the wrist as well while we're doing that, right? They like to copy each other, the hands and the feet. Is that true? Well, do the opposite with the foot to the hand. It's possible, but they kind of want to do the same. So we can do the opposite. Now, could you continue the paddling of the foot while you circle the wrist? Uh-oh. See, now you believe me, right? When you say, oh, they want to do the same. Circle the other direction while you paddle the foot. Oh, yeah, and then you're breathing. Uh-oh. Shake out the foot, shake out the hand. And let's switch that to the other side so you can begin paddling the foot. You can add the wrist. Keep the breath flowing and then see, can you do the opposite with the foot to the hand? There's that little Halt of the breath as you try to transition. For me, I know you're a genius. Then can we circle the wrist while we paddle the foot? Oh, a little easier for me on this side. I don't know why. Change direction of the circle of the wrist while you move the foot. Excellent. Fantastic. We'll go back to the first side and we'll circle the ankle. Maybe you know what's coming. Can we move the wrist in a paddle while we circle the foot? Uh-oh. These are super little brain boosting exercises. Change the direction of the circle of the foot while you keep paddling the hand. Oh boy. Super. We're going to try the other side. So you can begin by doing the circle. Now watch your breath. Is your breath moving in and out? We need the oxygen to the brain so we can paddle the hand while we circle the foot. Breathe. Change direction of the circle while you paddle the hand. Oh, you're all so good. You're so good. Great stuff. Stop it. Paddle it. Stamp it out. Stamp out the legs. And then we'll kick out the knees a little, warm out the knees. And I think we're ready to do a few sun salutations, and then we'll be adding some standing to all of that. So if you don't feel like standing, then don't worry, you don't have to stand, but if you want to add the standing, it's super nice. All right, so sitting nice and tall, just watching the breath move in and out at its natural pace, observing the body. And then we'll salute the sun. It's a day to salute it. Breathing in, let the arms rise. Breathing out and open. Like we are painting a big ball of sunshine. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out, bring the arms to goalpost arms. Take a breath in as you hinge forward. Slide the hands down the legs. Exhale, exhale. Completely empty here. Inhale, lift your head and chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, send your right arm out to the side. Turn your head to look at the hand. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left arm swings out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising all the way up, 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 arms up. Exhale, side bending to the left. Inhale, center. Exhaling to the right. Inhaling, center. Bring the arms to goalpost arms. We're going to take a nice big breath into this open, spacious chest. Exhale, clock twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, clock twist to the left. Inhale, center. Reach the arms up. Climb the rope. You're getting taller, taller. Maybe you lift your butt off the chair a little bit. Great. Release the arms down. Shake it out. Stamp it out. We're going to take that same sun salutation again. Breathing in, rise up. Exhale, open. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in, up we go. Breathing out, goalpost arms. Breathing in, hinging forward halfway. Breathing out, hands touch down, folding in. Give yourself a breath in and out here. Next breath in, swing the right arm out, turn the head to look. Exhale down. Inhale, other side. Exhale down. Inhale, reaching all the way up, 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 up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, up. Exhale, bring the arms to goalpost arms. We're going to take a nice full breath in here. Exhale, clock twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. And then we'll reach up, climb the rope. Fabulous. Shake it out, stamp it out. Give a little moment of love to the knees, because we're going to do some of that sitting to stand exercise. And I hope they're on board. The first aspect of that is rocking forward, back and forth in your chair, feeling that connection of the feet to the ground. Can you feel all the 10 toes participating? You feel you can lift your butt a little off the chair. You can always press your hands into your thighs and your thighs into your hands if that gives a little extra boost. And then I'll give it a 3, 2, 1, and we're going to stand. A 3, 2, and a 1, and up we go. Yes. 5 times sit to stand. We've got 4 more to go. Do what you can. Nice, slow, easy sit down. Up we go again. And we've got 4. Slowly coming down. If you want to add the arms rising for a little more challenge. 3. Again, do what you need to do. If this is too much, back off. 2. And 1. We're up. And we're going to shake it out and stamp it out with the feet. We're up, we're up, we're up. Release the arms down. We're going to shift ourselves to the side of the chair and do some of that nice hydration for the hip joint. So you can just begin by shifting the weight a little side to side. The chair's there if you need to hold it. Don't hold it if you don't need to. So what's happening when we're shifting the weight like this? And if you can also add a little bend to the knee as you shift the weight, again, listen to your body, just do what you need to do. No pain, we don't want that. But we're getting a compression, suction effect in the joint when we're loading the weight and then releasing it. So that pulls synovial fluid into the joint, keeping us hydrated. And it actually is a help to arthritis. So again, if it hurts, it's not being helpful. But just doing a little of this pressure and release is going to help get synovia into the joint. It's also a teaser into balance, right? Because you could say, could I lift my foot from the floor and move towards kicking my butt? Again, you can hold a chair, or you're shifting the weight and kicking your butt. Do what you can. Hold if you need. Oh yeah, breathe. Air in, air out. Fabulous. Take a little pause, check everything's okay. We're going to go a little the other way, and that's to lift up the leg in this direction. Again, if you want to hold, hold. Don't hold, you don't hold. Do you need to lift the leg super high? Nope. It's as high as you feel like you're going to do today in a comfortable and pain-free way. Breath flowing. Fantastic. Then we'll see if we can slow that down. And again, you can hold the chair, because that walking in space slowly is a bit more challenge. So is the breath moving? Good. We're moving our way, edging to tree pose. So here you can just begin to hold the chair. The leg that's closest to the chair is our static leg. The other leg, we're just going to swing a little out and in. So external, internal rotation. Until we can find just the right opening there and just the right spot for your foot to be either on the floor, toes on the floor, or on your leg. Then think of energetically that thread all the way from the pelvis up through the center of your body, through pulling the crown of the head up tall. Keep a teeny micro bend in the standing leg though, so we do want to feel the muscles are working to support you. Then do you need to hold on? Hold on if you like, or you can bring the hands to the heart. Feel the breath moving. If you like to have this beautiful tree, and now we can see so much more of the shape of the trees as the leaves are falling off this time of year. Maybe there's a few little golden ones left on, but you might have a branch or so where we can see the shape. Maybe the fingers are part of that, and the breath is moving. Wow, let's let that go. Just shift a little side to side. Again, you can hold if you need to. And we are going to make our delicate way across to the other side of the chair. Let's do it. So shifting the weight now to the leg that's closest to the chair here. We'll swing the other leg a little out and in. So can you feel the ball of your joint is rolling in this out-in kind of fashion? That's priming us to hold tree pose. Some people feel like a tension kind of in their butt there. I'm doing this. So swing the leg out to the point now where you feel, yep, that's pretty comfortable. Place the foot wherever's comfortable again, or a little challenge. Do you need to hold? You know, maybe. So do what you need to do to challenge your balance, but not to over stress anything. Let your breath flow. Air coming in, air moving out. Full flow of breath. And then be this beautiful tree that you are right now, with branches. Maybe one branch if you're holding on. Breath flowing. And letting that tree softly become 2 tree trunks again. And shifting the weight from side to side. And we'll come now to the back of the chair just to do a little work holding the back of the chair. I think I'm not going to put the chair in front of me because you won't see me very well, but you can imagine that the chair is in front so you can see what's going on a bit better. Best not to have the chair there, but if you need it, then you take it. We're coming to our standing goddess. So we did seated goddess before. So to prime the legs, the knees for goddess pose, we're going to very gently plie the legs. What's that? A little ballet term. And I'm helping, like, encourage the thighs to rotate out. Oh, crack went my ankle. It's like, I need juicing. And then rolling in as we come up. Only go as far as your knees say this is okay. And try to see if you can, like a plunger, let the spine be moving in a straight vertical direction. So now if you can, find yourself in your goddess pose. If it's too much on your knees, you can come back to doing this in the chair, but be on the edge of the chair so that you're bearing a little bit of weight on the chair as well. So just go to where you feel okay. And if you're holding the chair, what we're going to do is see if we can lift up one heel and then the other heel. And then one heel, oh my goodness, and then the other heel. Are you breathing? So moving a little back and forth through the joints. And if you're feeling ambitious, you might lift both heels, oh my goodness, and lower. If your knees don't like it, please don't do it though. Super. We're going to have both heels on the ground, maybe sink it a little lower, feeling strong, opening out the arms. Then we'll reach up and straighten the legs. Pull down, bring it in like we did in the chair before, but now we're not in the chair. Reaching up. Exhale, sink it down. We got one more, we can try. Fantastic. Hold it here, reach out with the hands. Open and close the fists. Fabulous, straighten out the legs. You'll toe the feet back a little together, give it a shake out. And we'll use the back of the chair, this one I can show you, for a little supported downward dog. So you can walk the feet back away from the chair, have a nice bend into your legs. And you can just move here, bending into the knees, almost like you're skiing and sticking your bum out there. Just getting that nice little rotation. And then we will come into our downward dog. So you can always have arms on the chair or hands on the chair, walk your feet back a little bit, and make sure your bottom sticks out enough here so that you've got a little bit of low back curve. So you don't want to be too rounded in your back. It'll put a lot of compression on your vertebrae. If it's too much to straighten the legs, keep the little bend, but from a bent position, we'll begin to explore being a little bit more straightened. Do what you can. If you want to focus on just one side at a time, you could always bend one leg while the other is straight. And explore that one at a time. Let's just find our breath here. Feel there's a nice stretch into your back, your shoulders. Easy breaths. Then look forward to the back of the chair and start to walk in, close toward the chair. And we'll move into an upward dog. So we put the fingertips on the chair, lift your heels, look up, lift the chest, the heart. One more breath. And heels soften to the ground. So we'll do a little bit here to just stretch out the upper body. We don't tend to take the hands behind the back so often in our daily life. So just beginning a little scissoring back behind you. So it's kind of encouraging the pectoral muscles at the front to stretch and bounce a little the tissue there. And for those who can't clasp behind, you can put your hands onto the low back. But for those who can, clasp the hands behind you. Then we're going to take the hands back, back, back. And again, see if we can lift the chest, maybe lift the chin, and encouraging a very gentle back bend. Upper body back is nice and open, or the chest is open. Find the breath. Super. Release the fingers, give them a little shake out. And we'll do just a teeny bit of spinal movement standing if you can. If you're tired, then sit it down. But we'll take our side bend toward the right by lifting up the left arm, leaning over, stretching that out. Reach out the fingers. Oh, I feel that lovely pull all the way down the side body. Super, bring that down. Breathe in, switch it across to the other side. Fabulous. Bring the arm down. We're going to enhance that side stretch a little bit more. So we come back to the left side, taking the left leg a little back behind us so I can show you what I mean. I'm just scooting the leg a little back behind. You can have the heel up or down here. I've got my heel up, but it's up to you for balance. If that's too much, then put your heel down. Then I'm going to reach up the left arm, again, into the side bend, but it's a little bit deeper with the leg back. Find the breath here. As you're breathing, you can feel those pulls into the body, those connections. Super, bring that down, and we'll do that on the other side. So you take the leg back just a little bit behind you, so you're making an arc-like shape, so that when you take the arm up, you've got that extra little dynamo pull through the hip flexor on that side. It feels good. Let the breath then do the work. Reach the fingers a little further, feel the pull. Oh, enjoying the breath. Fabulous. Let's bring that back and down. I'm going to do a couple of little hip stretches that I really like for the muscle that goes across your bum here that tends to irritate a lot of people with the sciatic nerve. Sometimes it's also the gluteal nerve, the butt nerve, not just the sciatic nerve. We can kind of confuse which ones. But this stretch is really nice for either. So we need to be able to put a foot on the chair. So if the chair is a little too high, maybe you have something else that you can use. So I'm going to put the foot on the chair and then just start to wag the leg a little in and out while you rub, tap around the very top of the leg. People think this is the hip joint. So what most people think is a hip joint, that's where I'm tapping. It's not your hip joint, it's the top of your leg. And that's where the muscle, the piriformis, attaches. So I'm giving that a really good polish, a good rub while I move the leg in and out. So that muscle is what turns your leg out, basically. Very nice. Then we'll fold in round in here. So now sticking out that butt cheek and folding down as much as you can. Find the breath there. Again, you can always, give a little massage into there if you feel it. And you've got the back of the chair as a support. Giving yourself 2 or 3 breaths into the stretch. Melting any tension away from your jaw, your face, your eyes. Blah. Great. We'll come up and do the same stretch on the other side. So maneuver yourself as you best can. And hopefully it's possible for you to get your leg onto the chair. You can always use a lower stool if this is uncomfortable. Then we're looking for, if you track up the leg, the bone of the leg, this is a sort of bumpy, sticky out part at the top. That's called the trochanter, the head of the trochanter. And I'm rubbing in there while I then start to wag the leg in and out. You might even feel a little bit of that muscle, kind of the pull of that muscle. So that's the piriformis muscle, and the sciatic nerve either goes under or through, depending on you, and can be irritated. And we're just rubbing the attachment where it's stuck on the leg. From there, we'll stretch it a little bit by folding in, leaning in, and catching the breath. Again, softening the face, the jaw muscles. Great. I'm going to come back and sit on the chair. If you've got a strap handy, that might be useful. And for those who find this same kind of stretch a challenge. So you can hook the strap around your right foot. And we'll lift the leg up so the knee is just lifted. And actually, if you take it in the opposite hand, so again, we're looking at external rotation of the hip. So you're just gently lifting and lowering that. And for some people, you might find this is where you're going to hold the pose. It's pigeon pose or figure 4 pose. You can hold here. For those who can, it does not hurt, pinch on your knees, then you can put the foot over onto the thigh. So then we check in and see if we are finding that thread through the center of the body, crown of the head, lifting tall, and the breath moving in and out. A 360-degree breath around you. If you'd like to begin to fold at the hips a little more forward, you're welcome to try. And feel that stretch again over the piriformis a little more. But just settle in, allow your body to melt. Smooth, flowing breaths. We're going to come back up. We can take the leg in front of us and really stretch out, pulling back on the forefoot and pushing the heel forward. Again, sit tall or explore a little fold at the hip joint. That's the groin crease, and we can feel that stretch. I think I'm not the only one who can feel that. Follow the breath. Fabulous. And let that go. I'm going to just give a little rub over the leg, the knee. I'm thankful for those poses that help us to stretch and open and be more flexible. Shall we do the other side? So we're going to catch the foot fish. Got you. And you can lift that. It's probably better to do this with the opposite hand, but we're going to see if we can lift the leg, but the knee is open. So it's not about the knee, it's actually the hip joint here that's allowing the knee to turn to the side. And we're kind of just taking the elevator up and down, figuring out where's the place I can hold this leg. And it may be very different from one side to another. It usually is. So if it's here, then you hold here. If you feel that you can sneak the foot onto the leg without pain or pressure in this knee, then you can do it. And check in, do you notice it's different from one side to the other? This is my tighter side. And you sit tall, find that lovely thread lifting you from your base of the chair up through your head. And then if you want to explore hinging that fold at the hip joint, ooh, and softening the muscles of the face, the jaw, they tend to echo the hip joint. Finding the breath. One more luscious breath here. Cleansing, hydrating. Then we shall come up, straighten out the leg, give that nice stretch to the back of the knee, and perhaps even trying to hinge the upper body a little forward, collarbones lengthening. Enjoying your breath. Let's bring the foot back to the floor. We can let the strap go. Just rub over the leg, the knee. Being these fabulous, super hydrated joints, I hope. And then we're going to do our little fold. So both hands are coming to the thighs and sliding down over the knees, allowing the body to fold over the legs. Let the upper body release and relax. Let your neck relax, your head relax. Give yourself 2 nice, full, conscious breaths. Long, full, and complete. Give a little press of your feet into the ground as you start to push. Up, 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 up. We're going to take the arms up, 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 up. Open that out. Let the fingers twinkle. And find ourselves back to square one. We're going to try that again. Let the hands slide down, caressing the knees, the contours of the knees, the shins. Maybe you tickle your toes today or warm your toes. Release the weight of the head. 2 lovely deep breaths. Feel the feet press into the earth as we start to rise up. Letting the arms rise up, opening that out like a big sunshine. Stamp out the feet, shake out the hands. A little celebration, self-celebration. Arms, throw them up, shake them up. Congratulations, you've had a little hydration, good breath, some movement through your joints, and I hope health and wellness. And just bringing the hands to the heart and feel that gratitude toward yourself, to your fabulous body. Give yourself 2 breaths, saying thank you. Thank you, joints. Thank you, muscles. Thank you, bones. Thank you, organs. Thank you, all the different parts. Bringing harmony and peace to every cell. And I'll say namaste. Thank you for coming along today. Be well, be healthy, be happy, and enjoy your day today.